Yeah. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal week 7 as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go, here we go. Panther Street.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Texans at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
60 Eagles.
Hand off left side, Pierce. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
On the set.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Number 50, and you block over here. 26.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Street!
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You talk about this Jets defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Stroud looking to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Stroud and company going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Stroud. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get gets well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Touchdown! Breece Hall, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lions. Go.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Give to Pierce. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jets' 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Give to Pierce now on the option. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready, ready.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Hurt. Ready.
Toss play. Here's Pierce. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. On the move to his left. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Rodgers. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
A 46-yard attempt.
And Fairbairn missed it. He pulled it left. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. In his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss. And they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Stroud sets up the play action. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Hey, smash Broncos! Big Lion. Shot alert. Shot alert. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
No gain on the play. It's now third and less than a yard.
Go 80.
Going for it with Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Flushed out right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, 39 yards. And the Texans have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Rodgers directing traffic. Going to change the play. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Hey, during the course of any game, you'll see tip passes. But how often do we actually see the running back come up and end up making the play?
Well, shifty fella getting in there and grabbing it.
Yeah, you know, they always talk about how running backs have a nose for the end zone. They have a nose for the ball, too. They want it in their hands at all times.
Try to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards.
1st and goal, New York.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, 626. 630.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Texans 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
60 Maverick. Trap 60, trap 60, Mustang 19.
And Stroud now to throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake. Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And got his man, complete. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And unable two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it? There he goes, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Jets.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
A gain of 37 yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rodgers looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Texans 30.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Stroud. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Jets 42, Texans 37.
So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Texans 37.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Go.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone.